The Dome on London's Greenwich Peninsula, originally the home of the Millennium Experience, a major exhibition celebrating the turn of the millennium, which turned into a huge white elephant. The project was beset by recurring financial problems and failing to attract the number of visitors anticipated. Former Prime Minister Tony Blair famously remarked that the government should never run a visitor attraction again.
After the millennium, the building closed and it sat empty for several years, costing the taxpayer lots of money. It was a real challenge for the government to decide what to do with it. And AEG, the Anschutz Entertainment Group, were looking for an opportunity in London to create a world-class music venue because London didn't have a world-class experience for live music.
AEG was better known for building the Staples Center in Los Angeles, redeveloping a previously derelict area in the process. The company was looking for expansion outside the US, but with space in London at a premium, to build a venue under the Dome was an opportunity too good to miss. Like the Staples Center, AEG wanted a sponsor for the new venue.
Back in 2003, I was actually working for O2, the mobile phone company, where I got a phone call about would I be interested in sponsoring the Millennium Dome, and I put the phone down and said I'm not interested. They called again and said we really think that you should hear more what we've got to say, and invited me on a trip to LA and Vegas to go and see the properties they had in the US. So I went over, discovered AEG and came back and said to our CEO at the time of O2, said we have to get involved in this, we have to sponsor this wonderful venue.
I mean, it was a massive gamble, and if you talk to those who were in this daily discussions to get this over the line, it was a huge gamble. It was the Millennium Dome. This was not seen as the success story of London. This was seen as a white elephant, never really found its place, would it succeed, and nobody really knew.
But why was O2 the right fit for AEG and vice versa?
The reason AEG wanted a partner with O2 wasn't just about the sponsorship revenue that was going to be generated, but it was a brand that was passionate and felt right for the building.
It was to broaden our role in customers' lives. And really wanting to bring to our customers more of what they love and they're interested in.
O2 at the time were going through a transformation, and they were basically changing their strategy, and they were looking for ways to keep the customers they had and create a retention strategy. And looking at the sponsorships they had, say for instance Arsenal Football Club, was great brand awareness, but it couldn't really do much for your existing customers because most of the places filled up with season ticket holders. There was an opportunity to offer tickets just to O2 customers. It wasn't just about putting a brand on the roof and having a name associated with a music venue. It was about the opportunities that existed for the customers of O2.
There's plenty of ways for a brand to sponsor a physical space, but full naming rights has brought some interesting benefits for O2, which at the time was a newer name in the mobile market.
Having the full naming, so it's a destination. So every time somebody is going to that venue, every time that venue is referenced in the press, every time it's referenced in a sale of tickets, it's the O2, it's our name. So in terms of building, if you think about it, back then, still a young industry, still a newish business. So in terms of building our brand awareness, our brand recognition and brand affinity, having the name be one with the venue was absolutely spot on.
And that works for AEG too, a big name in entertainment that most people will never have heard of.
AEG is about creating experiences for our customers, our ticket holders, our artists that play our venues. Our job is we want to promote other brands, and that's basically our business model that's worked really well over the last 21 years of AEG.
The O2 is predominantly a music venue, a passion point for many, but not all.
It's not everybody's passion point, but it certainly is for many people, at least one of them. It's the first thing. Secondly, the O2 is more than just music. Really important sporting venue. Think about the ATP tennis that happens there each year. Basketball happens there. Boxing, some of the iconic boxing matches are held there. Also children and family events. So it is more than just music. The venue itself, of course, has restaurants, has cinema, and as of next year is going to be opening a designer outlet village. So it is broader than just music.
Early on in the partnership, it was clear the gamble had paid off for both AEG and O2.
From the first year, it was the most successful venue in terms of ticket sales. So when you look at the ticket sales, okay, that's working. And then once the ticket sales happen, you then become self-fulfilling. You get bigger and bigger artists, because of course artists want to go to venues where people go. So ticket sales, bigger artists, and it just kept going. And really, the O2 has attracted the top names.
The last years have seen O2's presence at the O2 increase. It's not just about getting tickets before general release. There's the O2 Lounge for pre-show drinks and so-called O2 Angels on hand to ensure a memorable experience. Success for the venue meant success for the mobile operator too, with 96% of UK population having heard of the O2 and 30% of people saying they'd paid the venue a visit. But it is a London venue. Their phone customers are everywhere. So O2 has further invested in live venues around the country known as O2 Academies. It's elevated the importance of the O2 and Priority Scheme as a marketing tool.
It's one of our biggest brand assets, and without a shadow of a doubt. Tremendously important to our customers, so we know that customers who are aware of the O2 and who've been to the O2 are more likely to stay with us, more likely to recommend us, so it really does pay back in multiple ways.
It also brought other marketing activities together in one big event.
2 years ago was Rugby World Cup. Of course, that's another major sponsorship asset of ours. What we conceived of is bringing together some of our assets, particularly the O2 and rugby. So we put an event on at the O2 where we brought the whole full English rugby team, and we had musicians, and we actually projected the world's biggest rose on the roof of the O2. So it was really a culmination of our relationship and our partnership, actually bringing together our sponsorship assets into one fantastic event that I thought was sort of the pinnacle of how we've built it over time.
The original deal, reported to have been worth £6 million a year, has been a tremendous success for both sides. Last year, over 800,000 tickets were snapped up through O2's Priority Scheme. For O2, Priority has led to higher customer loyalty and a contract churn rate that's fallen from 1.8% to just 1%.
This is the 10-year anniversary, and we've just re-signed for another 10 years. So in that length of commitment, you think about 20 years, I mean, I don't know the statistics, probably most marriages don't last that long anymore. So that's a long-term relationship and partnership. It builds on the old deal and then continues to layer. So for example, we have doubled the allocation of priority tickets, so we're able to offer even more to our customers. We have O2 Wi-Fi in the venue, which we've put in recently. In terms of the data we'll have, we'll really be able to link customers' experience together. What we want to do is create a great pre-experience, a during experience, and a post-event experience, and giving customers that bit extra all the way through, and personalize it to them using the data that we'll be able to have through O2 Wi-Fi.
So what's the secret behind the deal's synergistic success?
They're true partners, not just someone that writes a check and you never see again. They're partners that have offices based here at the O2. They have a team on site every day and looking and enhancing everything that we do day in, day out.
It's not naming rights, it's not a sponsorship, it is a partnership. And working really, really closely with them. So as we go forward, you know, how are we both going to invest to make the experience even better for our customers? And it really is working together that way. So for us, having AEG be that partner, working with them to ensure that the venue is the best it can be, that it's giving our customers the best experience it can, that they're attracting the best talent, which again will mean that our customers get a fantastic experience. So it works really well for us in that respect. For AEG, the O2 is iconic. There's no doubt that it attracts customers, or anybody knows about it. It's got high awareness, so they know that they'll get the footfall, they know that they'll get people to come to it, they know that that again helps them get the best act. So it works, we both get the same sort of benefits in terms of building success of that venue.
From a white elephant, the O2 has risen phoenix-like into a world-famous venue that's attracted over 60 million people. It's reported that the new deal is worth up to £15 million a year to AEG, that from a marketing point of view represents great value to O2 too. James Wright, CNBC. Hello, I'm James Wright. Thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. To check out more online videos, just click on the boxes and don't forget to subscribe to the CNBC Life channel at the bottom of the screen.